We are doing how to win friends and influence people. This is a good one. Listen. What is the difference between appreciation and flattery? It's a question in the book. What is the difference between appreciation and flattery? What's the difference between appreciation and flattery? Huh? Can you tell me? 跟 Shanny 们的关注中的朋友 Appreciate, yes. Appreciate, appreciation, true and false. Yeah. Give me a better explanation. Give me a better explanation. Oh, that's a good one. Flattery is more personal? No. The difference between appreciation and flattery, that is simple. One is sincere and the other insincere. Appreciation is real, it's deep. And flattery, just flattering someone, is fake. Flattery is fake. One comes from the heart out, the other from the teeth out. This is very smart. This is a good wordplay on an English idiom. So, one, you can speak from your heart. Like you really mean it. Appreciation, you really mean it. Like, you are amazing. Thank you so much for your help. That's from your heart, right? Flattery comes from talking through your teeth. This is an English idiom, talking through your teeth, which basically means lying. You know, you're lying as good as you can. So you can speak from your heart or talk through your teeth. And here they say, one comes from the heart out, the other from the teeth out. One is unselfish, the other selfish. Because when you give fake compliments, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel good. But when you give an appreciation, it helps both of you. Yes. Flattery, fake. One is universally admired. The other universally condemned. Pretty good. The difference between appreciation and flattery. Let me write the question down. You can figure out what it means. The difference between appreciation and flattery. It's like, you know, when you go to a bar and a guy comes up and he's like, girl, you're so beautiful. That's flattery, okay? That's nothing too serious. But a real compliment, you will feel it. You will know when it's a real compliment too. When it's real appreciation. If we stop thinking about ourselves for a while and begin to think of the other person's good points, we won't have to resort to flattery, so cheap and false that it can be spotted almost before it's out of the mouth. Hoo! Hoo! One more time. If we stop thinking about ourselves for a while and begin to think of the other person's good points, we won't have to resort to flattery, so cheap and false that it can be spotted almost before it is out of the mouth. You like flattery because it makes you feel good, but it is not genuine, it isn't real, and it is very selfish because you're trying to make yourself feel good. You're not actually giving the other a real compliment. Pretty good. Yes, spot. What did it say? So cheap and false that it can be spotted. Seen comes from spotting. Like I can spot an airplane from a distance. Spot. It's my seeing. From a distance. Almost before it's out of the mouth. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Here are a lot of good points in a row, but I won't try to do all of them. I'll try to do the most important ones. This is a good point. This is what I learned early on. Every man I meet is my superior in some way. In that, I learn of him. It has the same meaning as always assume that the person you are talking to can teach you something. Every man I meet is my superior in some way. In that, I learn of him. To fight? I don't know what you're talking about. You can learn something from everyone. Yeah, it has to do with humility, I think. Absolutely. Let me write this whole sentence down. Is my superior in some way. In that, I learn of him. Always assume that the person you are talking about can teach you something you don't know. Always assume you are dumb compared to the other person in some way. Although I wouldn't use the word dumb. You can learn something from the other person. Let's cease thinking of our accomplishments, our wants. So let's stop thinking about the things that you did, the things that you want. Let's try to figure out the other person's good points. Try to find the best in someone. 感謝中國的朋友. Appreciate your support. 感謝, 感謝. Let's try to figure out the other person's good point. Then forget flattery. Forget about flattering someone. Forget about flattery. Give honest, sincere appreciation. Give honest, sincere appreciation. Imposter, you're a student, not a teacher. I'm both at the same time. Can I not teach and also learn new things? No one knows everything. Even Einstein had many things wrong and didn't know about stuff. All right. Give honest, sincere appreciation. You can always find something good in someone. Take your time to look at this person. 中国的朋友们，感谢你的关注. Thank you so much. They are donating a lot of money. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Really do appreciate you. Be honest with others to deserve honest people in your life too. Yes, you get what you give. No, you give. You get what you give. Yeah, you receive what you give out. I need to say it in the right way. Also, that's how it goes. Remember, be hardy in your approbation and lavish in your praise. 中国的朋友们，我不会说中文，因为我的直播去美国的抖音，他们不会说中文，所以我需要说英语。Yeah, 我是英语老师，所以 I will give you advice on the interview after this. Listen. Be hardy in your approbation and lavish in your praise, and people will cherish your words and treasure them and repeat them over a lifetime. Repeat them years after you have forgotten them. Don't underestimate this. Do never underestimate this. Your words can be remembered for years to come, good and bad. So make sure that you leave someone with nice words all the time, because you will regret it. Remember, there has been a time which was the last time you ever saw your friend. You want those to be the good words you say to someone, or you'll be remembered as a bad person, right? You always want to give someone good words, appreciation, real good words. Never underestimate how much good words can mean to someone. Just a simple smile or "you are amazing, keep going." People remember this for years to come. Especially guys, because they don't get a lot of compliments like this. Guys can remember a compliment from a girl they like for years. There are guys, if you compliment them like, "I love you with short hair," they will keep short hair for the next 10 years. Just because you said so. Remember that. Your words mean a lot. So make sure that your words are real. That they mean something real. I'm not lying. You can find many videos on the internet about this. I don't have to tell you this. So, principle number 2, lesson number 2. Give honest and sincere appreciation. Give honest and sincere appreciation. Remember that. Don't lie. Why would you lie? There's something beautiful in anyone, almost everyone. You got this, okay? Can I sing a song? 我的唱歌非常不好. You don't want to hear me sing. Give honest and sincere appreciation. Got it? Do you have any questions about the book so far? We'll do one more part after this. Do you have any questions so far? I'll repeat everything at the end. But how? Take your time to find something good in the other person. And when you are angry or upset with someone, bite your tongue. I think it's not this book, but the other book that says that. If you want to criticize, bite your tongue. If you want to appreciate it, shout it from the rooftop. Shout it out. When you want to say something, shout it out. If you want to criticize someone, bite your tongue. Don't say it. Don't do it. It doesn't help. Criticizing without a reason doesn't help. It doesn't motivate people. This is the book. How to win friends and influence people. And here you see that the word influence is not a bad word. We are not trying to fake who we are so people like us more. We are trying to be genuine. We are trying to just be nice to other people. This is what the book is teaching you. How much time do you spend streaming? About more than 2 hours a day on average. Once again, thank you, 中国的朋友们，感谢你的关注，感谢你的东西. I really do appreciate it. Very kind of you. You're handsome, please date me. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. You can call me teacher or Lucas. 老师还是 Lucas. I will never be your boyfriend. You look like a ninja. I'm like 194. I would be a terrible ninja. Okay, I'm too big to be a ninja. All right, somebody had a question about an interview. You have an interview tomorrow. Are you still here? The person that has an interview tomorrow? I did not forget. What's up, Argentina and Nepal? Let's take a few minutes and we'll do the rest of the book. Not the rest of the book, we'll do the next part. Listen, if you got an interview, no matter IELTS or job interview, I hope by now you have prepared. If it is tomorrow and you didn't prepare, just pray, because you need luck. But if you prepared, you did your best. Say that to yourself. You did your best. If you make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't. You get another chance. Don't worry. Before the interview, thank you so much, Sela. Appreciate you so much. Before the interview, take a deep breath. Eat something small. Drink some water. Take water with you to the interview, so you have something to hold. It's very awkward if you're sitting in front of people and you don't have anything in your hands. You'll move all the time. Just have a cup so you can sit, hold a cup, be comfortable, switch the cup to the other hand. Speak slow, speak loud. The basic English tips that I can give you. Work for an interview. If you need to think about it, don't make up an answer. Just think about it. You can say, that's a good question. Please give me a second to think about that. That gives you 5 seconds. Right? That's a good question. Please give me a moment to think about that. Breathe. Take your time. No rush. No rush. That's the best tip I can give you. How to answer a question? If it's hard for you to answer a question, repeat the question. Let me give you an example. A very common question in a job interview is, so please tell us, why do you want to work here? What do you mean why? I need money. Well, I wouldn't say that. So why do you want to work here? You can say, well, that's a very good question. I want to work for your company. You are repeating the question. I want to work for your company because I think your company focuses a lot on the connection between people, and the job you do here is very, very valuable. And I want to be a part of that. I want to be able to give people something valuable, help people out. You know, I'm just making up an answer. That's what you can say, right? You repeat the question, then you talk about it. You can think out loud, but don't use too much o. Say, that's a good question. You can absolutely say that you also do it for the money, but don't make it the number one reason, and don't say, I do it for the money. You can say, and I know other companies do this, but the job position you are offering with the competitive salary is very interesting for me. Do say that. Do be prepared. If you start talking about the salary, they're gonna ask you. So you mentioned the salary. How much would you like to earn? This is also a very common question at a company. Don't say, I wanna earn 130,000 a year. You can change it, right? You can say, well, based on my experience and the experience you are asking for in the job situation that is open, I am looking for a salary between, and give them a range, between 110 and 130,000 a year based on the hours. Give them the reason why. Never just say the money. It's too much focus. Okay, got it? Hope that helps with your interview question. How do you protect yourself from malice people? Well, I will give everybody a fair chance. People in my chat know this. If you say a bad word in my chat, you are insulting me or someone in the chat, I'll give you a second chance. If you keep going here, I simply ban you. I don't have the time for you. Because every second that I would argue with you or fight you is a second I cannot spend on the people that do want to learn English. So there is no reason for me to keep talking to you after I gave you a warning. But sometimes people need a warning and they will turn nice. They will turn nice. For example, in China, there's a sort of a hate against Americans, right? So I have my Chinese friends. I don't know if it's one of you, Jongo de Pangyaoman, but they will say, "Are you an American? I don't like you." And then I tell them, "No, I'm not an American. I'm from the Netherlands." And they will be like, "Oh, nice to meet you." You gotta give people a chance, right? Even though their hate is maybe misplaced, you give them a chance. And if they still don't like you, who cares? Who cares about the people that don't like you? Whatever. Pfft, bye. I don't have to talk to you. Bye. Go live your life somewhere else. Go hate an NPC live streamer. It's none of my business. That's what I do. And if people are really, really like a menace, not a malice, but a menace, I will ban them. Not just remove them, I will ban them from our community too. Because we have built this amazing community in the past year. It's a very safe space for people to practice English. I will not let anyone try to ruin that, coming in with bad language or trying to sweet talk girls in the chat. This is not our community. So if you do that, I will kick you out. Because that's not the purpose why we're here. If you are harassing people, I will ban you everywhere. You come back, I ban you again. I have experience with bad people. You will never be as bad as the worst person I have ever met. You can think that you are, but you are nothing. And if you try to be a bad person, you are nothing. You are wasting your life away, and you are wasting the time that is given to you. So, don't worry about it. I can deal with anyone by now. I am not going to create the drama and talk about the worst person I met. We are here for the good things. All right. Let's do another piece of the book. This was Principle 2. We'll do one more piece of the book. One more. Principle number 3. We have learned about not criticizing people. Instead, sympathy, tolerance, and kindness. And also, be honest and give sincere appreciation. Don't flatter people. Don't just say people are beautiful because you want to talk to them. Find something actually good that you're like, this is really good about this person, and tell them. Tell them. If you want to criticize, bite your tongue. If you want to compliment, shout it from the rooftops. You have class practice, well, 4%. Stop spamming and listen. We are doing it right now. You're too busy spamming in the chat to realize you're learning something right now. Calm down, okay? Every Tuesday we do listening practice. Check the schedule. You can check my story. You can find the schedule when I teach English. All right. Let me read through chapter number 3 to see if I can find something interesting for you to learn about. There are some good lessons here, but I'm trying to find a summary. Thank you again, Chinese friends, for your support, and thank you again. I want to say thank you again to someone yesterday. Here is the shout out. Once again to someone for donating 150 Thank you so much for supporting this community like this. This is the message from yesterday.
$150. Teacher, today I spoke to German client and she said you're the best English speaker here. In fact, my speaking is still A1, but it made my day. No flexing, but thank you so much.
That is appreciation. That is not flexing. That is being grateful and appreciation. Just like Rania. Also gotta thank Rania again, of course, from yesterday when I was outside.
Rania tipped $100. Teacher, I feel cold BCZ of you now.
I was outside, okay? I feel it a little bit, so today I'm inside. Thank you again for your support. Let me read through this. Thank you for the support, Celeste. Appreciate you too. This is not about flexing. This is about appreciation. Thank you so much. Let me see what else we got. Thank you, camera guy. With the heart. Wow. Make me feel so warm. Bromance, you know, bromance. Ooh, this is a good one. Henry Ford, the guy who made automobiles popular, Henry Ford from the Ford company, he said, if there is any one secret of success, it lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as from your own. 感谢中国的朋友们，很多中国的朋友们。That is a really good quote. Once again, listen. If there is any one secret of success, it lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle, as well as from your own. He says, if you can understand the other person as well as you can understand yourself, that's the secret of success. If there's any one secret, if you have to make one choice for a secret of success, that's the one. Understanding the other person. Always trying to understand the other person. This is also the secret to, you know, just not having to fight. There doesn't have to be fights in a relationship, guys. You can just try to understand the other person. I do realize that today's video is not being pushed. Let me reload the page. TikTok is blocking today's video for some reason. I'm gonna re-upload the duet. Sorry if you made the duet already. I'll re-upload it right now, so I don't forget it.
Duet this video to improve your English.
It's probably because my face is blocked at the start. So give me a second. Think about the comment just now. This sentence. Think about the sentence. Tell me what do you think about it? If there is any one reason, secret of success, thank you, Celeste, it lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as from your own. What do you think about that? Can you do this? Can you do this? Or is this difficult for you? I'm gonna re-upload the video right now, so my face isn't blocked. Only wise people can do that. Don't you think you're wise? Why can you not do that? Can you not take a second to try and do that? Wise men say. Yes, wise men said. But it's a saying. Do you agree or not? Don't you agree with the saying? Are you like, no, Lucas, this is not how the world works. This is a lie. You absolutely agree. Good. The challenge is to tell me if you agree with the statement I just gave. Guys, here, I'm gonna re-upload the video. Do me a favor. Do not like the video before watching it for 5 seconds. You only need 5 seconds in the video. Watch the video for 5 seconds, then like the video. Okay? I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna also, in the meantime, charge the Chinese phone, make sure. Because the video didn't get pushed by TikTok, so I'm just re-uploading the duet. It's yesterday's video, but you can duet it because it's under 1 minute. It's under 1 minute. It was so fast, check yesterday's video. It's a little shorter. You have a little more space than today. Never judge the other person, have empathy and help people when you can, selflessly, not because I tell you to do so. Do it because you want to do it. Also very important. This is a good one. Very good quote. I'm gonna mark it. By Henry Ford. What a good man. What a good man. I like that. 90% of the people on this earth ignore it 90% of the time. We forget. We are just human. You forget to do this. I forget to do this. We all forget to praise other people. Kan siya jongen op ang jou, man? I appreciate it. Bishing. You forget. And that's okay. We make mistakes. 90%. It's just a saying. I don't think it's actually 90%. It's more like 99. More like 99. Let's be honest here. I'm gonna skip this part. He is reviewing a letter, which probably also pretty good, but huh. I don't know what I need to think about this. Guys, what do you think about this? Give you a like? There's your like. Gainy Dianzan. What do you think about this? Listen. Thousands of salespeople are pounding the pavement today, tired, discouraged, and underpaid. Why? Because they are always thinking only of what they want. They don't realize that neither you nor I want to buy anything. If we did, we would go out and buy it. But both of us are eternally interested in solving our problems. And if salespeople can show us how their services and merchandise will help us solve our problems, they won't need to sell us. We'll buy. It's like, why do we have commercials? It's always for the stuff that you don't buy. Interesting thought. There are a lot of things you don't actually need. You make problems that aren't there. Because the basic things you need in life are a place to live, you know, having a family, enough to eat. Everything else is extra. It's like, you know, they're selling phone screen protectors because the phone breaks. Why does the phone break? Because if the phone breaks, then you gotta buy a new phone. Remember those old Nokias? They would never break. Creating problems to sell. Make more money. Interesting. This is a good point. It's a lesson of this book. This is an actual good point which I will repeat a few times. If out of reading this book you get just one thing, if out of reading this book you get just one thing, it should be an increased tendency to think always in terms of other people's point of view and see things from their angle. If you get that one thing out of this book, it may easily prove to be one of the building blocks of your career. He is repeating it again. Different chapter. He is repeating it again. If out of reading this book you get just one thing, it should be an increased tendency to think always in terms of other people's point of view and see things from their angle. If you get that one thing out of this book, it may easily prove to be one of the building blocks of your career. Tendency, guys, is the frequency in which you do something, the tendency. An increased tendency, so you do it more and more. What do you do more and more? Thinking in terms of the other person's point of view. Thinking from the point of view of someone else, the way they think, the reason why they do something. So he says, the more and more, the best lesson he can give you from this book is just your ability to think from someone else's point of view more and more, like empathy. Yes, that is the best lesson there is, to see things from another person's point of view. Because remember, sometimes we think, why are they doing that? That doesn't make any sense. Why? Why are you making that mistake? Try to see it from their point of view. Maybe their English isn't as good as yours. Maybe they were raised in a different way. Maybe they didn't have a father to teach them how to respect someone. Right? Try to see it from their point of view. What is the word? Just seeing something from the other person's point of view. Embrace their dark side. You don't have to embrace the way they are. That means, accepting the way they are. But you can try to understand why they do what they do. Just being respectful. That's a really good point. Again, gotta write in the book. I'm using a pen, guys. You cannot erase this from the book. It's not my book. My brother will never find out. Maybe in 5 years he will be like, bro, what happened to my book? Sorry, bro. I'll buy you 100 new ones. Enjoy. Looking at the other person's point of view and arousing in him an eager want for something is not to be construed as manipulating that person so that he will do that is only for your benefit. This is a warning. We are not manipulating people to do what we want them to do. It's a warning. We are trying to arouse, which means bring up a really excited feeling. We are trying to arouse an eager want for something. We are trying to arouse an eager want for something. We are not manipulating them, because that's bad. You have a lot of salespeople or influencers, right? This is the best examples. You have influencers, they sell stuff, and because you love the influencer, you buy that stuff. But the stuff turns out to be scam or just bad quality, or, that is manipulating you. Instead, you can try to arouse something in someone else, a want for something. That's okay. Like, I am trying to arouse the feeling for you to want to learn English every day, to want to improve your English. I'm trying to show you what you can do with your English, where you can be, who you can meet. I'm trying to help you to improve your career, all for free, of course. But I'm trying to show you that, hey, English is difficult. And that's okay. Because when you take your time to improve your English, it's gonna help you out in your life. And it depends. For some people, it will not do a single thing. But for a lot of you, English can help you have a better job, more opportunities, amazing friends, right? Or people that you just don't like. No, I'm kidding. The warning, the warning is not to manipulate someone, not to try and influence. 中国的朋友们，去快手 on the Chinese social media, you have a lot of very sexy ladies that dance like NPCs, but worse than TikTok. It's really disgusting. They are manipulating you into sending them money. They want you to donate your money so they do the dance. That is manipulation. You get back them dancing, sure, but is that really what's good for you? Is that really what you want? No. That is manipulation. Trying to make someone feel like they want something which they don't actually need or want. And these days it's very, very bad on Chinese social media. Like, it's literally these girls will dance for 10 cents, two girls dancing very close together, and 12-year-olds watch this. There is no real age limit on this. So it's like brainwashing. Yes, it's like brainwashing. So, that's manipulation. Influencing someone is not a bad thing. It's trying to show someone that there are other ways to do something. You don't have to shout at your husband when he makes a mistake. You can also ask him, I asked you to do something different. Why do you think you didn't do that? Or what can I do in the future so you don't make the same mistake? Right? It's different than saying, you did it wrong again? Why are you always doing this? Positive influence. Yes, 中国的朋友 yes, 可以。你说的对，可以的。You did it wrong again and again and again. How about you put some good on it? Do you think girls are about boys in Kwai Show? I don't know what you mean, but the girls that are live streaming just want your money. Of course, that's their job, right? 他的工作是直播，所以 they just looking for your money. I understand that. I totally do, because I am here. I teach you completely free English, but without your donations, I wouldn't be here. It is part of my job. Your donations are part of my job. But I try to give you value in return for your donations. I'm trying to give you value, right? I am not urging you like, you need to donate, otherwise I stop streaming. It's like, if you want to support the community, free English for everyone, you can if you want to. You don't need to. Nobody's forcing you. I'm almost at 1,000 hours of live streaming, okay? 0 of those hours cost you money. 0. All for free. So your kindness does mean a lot because it's important to the community. Later, I hope your kindness isn't necessary. W for free. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for free English. Always. And sometimes it's hard for me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes it's hard for me because I could be making a lot of money, right? I could live stream twice a week and then ask money for every hour. Less money, but so I know I have a lot of private English classes. But I gotta stick with my gut. I gotta stick with what feels good. I gotta stick with what feels good. And be like, this is the right thing to do. This is what I should do. Because it's the right thing. And the right thing is not always the easy thing. That's a lesson you should understand. Sometimes you have to pay to do the right thing. Sometimes the right thing hurts. It can hurt you a lot to do the right thing. It's not always the easy way. But it's a lesson that you have to learn. Sometimes the right thing hurts you. And it's really, really terrible. But you got this. Don't worry about it. You got this. It's a lesson you have to learn. And boy, did I learn this. No, I'm kidding. All right, let's continue this chapter. We are not done yet. So remember, I will repeat that saying one more time by Henry Ford. He said, sorry, I lost the page. It's a few pages back. Da-da-da-da-da. McDonald's. Where did the page go? It disappeared from my book. If there is any one secret of success, it lies in the ability to get one other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as from your own. Trying to understand someone as well as you can is very, very important. If everybody could do that, nobody would be fighting. You would never hear someone shout, except out of joy. Because if we could put ourselves in the other person's position, we could talk about the things that we don't like about someone else. We could talk about it. All right. And the other lesson was, if out of reading this book, you get just one thing, it should be an increased tendency to think always in terms of other people's point of view and see things from their angle. If you get that one thing out of this book, it may easily prove to be one of the building blocks of your career. 感谢中文的朋友们，你们的点赞和关注。I always make this easy for myself. Realize that you are not the main character in someone else's story. You are not the main character. You are only the main character in your own story. In everybody else's story, you're a side character. You're a supporting character. You are a background character. You will never be the main character. And I know this book gives this advice, but I will tell you right now. One thing you can do is name people by their name. People love to hear their own name. Say their name. Because they are the main character too. Okay, this is pretty good. It is italic in the book. Whenever there is something written in italic, it's like support. So, thank you so much, camera guy Amanda, and anybody supporting this live stream. Really do appreciate you. Listen up. It summarizes the last few pages. I've been skipping over the last few pages. This is a summary by a professor. He says, first, arouse in the other person an eager want. He who can do this has the whole world with him. He who cannot walks a lonely way. Ooh, it's almost like a poem. Almost like a poem. One more time. First, arouse in the other person an eager want. An eager want. Eager means you really, really want something. Arouse in the other person an eager want. This is not manipulating. This is just a want. Like wanting to learn English. Nothing bad about that. He who can do this, the person who can get people to want things, has the whole world with him. He who cannot walks a lonely road. Because when you can get an eager want out of someone, you understand the other person, you are seeing things from their point of view. Because if I know exactly what you want, then you will be with me every single day learning English. Because you are like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. This is the thing that I've been searching for. If I get your exact wants out of my video, out of my live streams, you will not miss a second. Because it's exactly what you want out of life, out of learning English. And if I cannot do this, if I cannot figure out what you want, what you are looking for, you will not follow me. You will not be watching me because you're like, he is talking about this stuff again. I don't care. I don't want to know about this. I don't care. Okay? You see what I mean? I cannot even find friends. Because if I don't have a connection with my friends, we don't have something we want in common, or something we are interested in common, I'm going to be alone. Because everything I do, everything I want is different from all these people. That's why it says, he who can do this has the whole world with him. He who cannot walks a lonely road. It's a very good saying. Very good saying. You are surviving alone. You're right here, aren't you? Welcome. You can join our community for free, so you don't have to be alone. We have a community with amazing English learners. They're super kind. They will not hate you. Just join through the link in my bio. You can learn with us. Very good. Very good. I am just skipping through the book. These are all sayings from the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. Also voor de jonge Japanjaomen. Dus How to Win Friends and Influence People. All these lessons are from this book. And some of them are from me. So take it with a grain of salt. You speak English? Come on, you can do it. Jayo, jonge Japanjaomen. Jayo. Jayo is the first thing I learned in Chinese. Jayo means come on, keep going. Come on. Jayo. Jayo. Well done. Well done. Bada bing, bada boom. These are some stories. First, remember. This is the end of the chapter. Remember. First, arouse in the other person an eager want. He who can do this has the whole world with him. He who cannot walks a lonely road. So principle number 3 is arouse in the other person an eager want. When you think about this is a really good thing. Let me write it down. I am writing the summary and I will share it with you in the community after this live stream. 去我们的群朋友们，我给你这个 lessons. Other person an eager want. There you go. There you go. Arouse. Yes, arouse has like the, 18 plus meaning, but arousing just means to bring up emotions, positive emotions. So when you're telling your best friend really good news, like, I don't know, like you're gonna get married, and your best friend is really, really happy for you, you are arousing this happiness in your friend. Like passion, yes. It's just to bring positive emotions. I don't have a girlfriend, but I'm unavailable. Do you like that? What do you think about this book so far? We have gone over it for a long time. I really enjoy this. I really enjoy doing this book with you like this, instead of reading it by myself, sharing it with you in this way and talking about it and thinking about it. Waiting for a chance, still not available. Yeah, sorry, man. Let me review the lessons and the few quotes. I'll make a picture, okay? From the 3 quotes we had, I'll make a picture. I'll give you the summary right now. So, this is the whole of part 1, which is 3 chapters we just summarized in Don't Criticize, Try to Help and Support. Don't criticize, try to help and support. Number 2, a great man shows his greatness by the way he treats little men. So, no matter if the person you are talking to doesn't know as much as you do, or they know way more, they don't have enough money, as much money as you do, or they have way more. No matter where they are from, what their history is, what their religion is, your greatness comes from the way you treat your fellow human being. Lucas is my name, yes. No matter who they are, where they come from. If you are treating rich people better than you are treating poor people, that's the opposite of the message. A great man shows his greatness by the way he treats little man, whatever little man means to you. Up for interpretation. Interpretation means different meaning to different people. So, don't criticize, don't condemn people, and don't complain. Condemning means he must be a bad person. I don't know him, but he looks like a bad person. That is to condemn someone. Judging someone before you know the person. Or in general, just judging people. To condemn someone. Don't condemn people. And the hardest one of all, don't complain to other people or about yourself. Don't complain about yourself. How often do you tell yourself, I am shy, my English is so bad, I shouldn't say that, I look so bad, whatever, I am trash. Don't complain about yourself. Support yourself. Treat yourself like you would treat your pet, like you would treat your best friend. Take care of yourself. You deserve it, okay? Take care of yourself. You don't instantly become confident or better, but you can change it. Instead of saying, I am shy, you could say, I am not good at talking to people yet, but I'm trying my best to get better. Today, I didn't spend my time as well as I could have, but tomorrow I will try my best to improve. Treat yourself better. Try to complain less. And I swear, you're gonna start feeling better. You're gonna have more energy. Because, you have to imagine that complaining about yourself or saying bad things about yourself is like hitting yourself in your face. Every time you say something bad about yourself, you are bruising yourself. You are hurting yourself. So, don't criticize, don't condemn, don't complain someone else or yourself. Instead, sympathy, tolerance, kindness. Sympathy, tolerance, kindness. Sympathy means seeing something from another point of another person's point of view, trying to understand another person. For example, children show sympathy. If one kid is crying, the other kid is like, "Are you okay?" Or they give them a hug. Sympathy. Tolerance means you make mistakes. It's okay. The other person make mistakes. It's okay. No one is perfect. We all make mistakes. Tolerance means you say something bad to me, I give you a second chance. You get a second chance, always, no matter who you are. Tolerance and kindness. Be kind to yourself and others. Be kind. Then there was the saying, I am hearty in my approbation, I am lavish in my praise. Whenever you want to give someone a compliment, give them a compliment. Don't hold it to yourself like, oh, they're so awesome. Tell them, I think you're amazing. I think you're doing well. Keep going. You are trying to learn English. You are awesome. Tell them, being lavish, you know lavish from having like a lavish lifestyle. Like, you know, some Instagram people, or they always go on vacation buying expensive cars. That is called a lavish lifestyle. They buy anything they want. But you can also be lavish in your compliments, lavish in your kindness, lavish in your sympathy and your, you know, helpfulness. Being lavish in supporting people means do it often and do it a lot. The difference between appreciation and flattery. Do you remember the difference between appreciation and flattery? What is the difference between appreciation and flattery? Do you remember? One is real, one is fake. Appreciation comes from your heart. It is genuine. It is like, this person has been so kind to me. And you tell them, you have been so kind to me, I really do appreciate you. Flattery is like, girl, you are so beautiful. You want to come with me? You want to have a drink together? That's not serious. She could be beautiful. I'm not saying she can't be. But give her a genuine compliment. If you love the way someone is looking at you, if you love the way someone is speaking, using their words, that is a true compliment. That is not flattery. So be real. Don't lie. You can find something good in most people. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. Every man I meet is my superior in some way. In that, I learn of him. Every man I meet is my superior in some way. In that, I learn from them. Superior means your boss, someone who is higher than you. Every single person has something they are better at than you. Every single person. 99.99999%, okay? Every man I meet is my superior in some way. So do not talk down on people because you think you are smarter. Because you can learn something. And remember, you learn from listening, not from talking. Because by talking, you share what you already know or you think you know. By listening, you can learn something new. In an argument, if you are talking a lot, you are not listening. You are not trying to understand the other person. You're just trying to share everything you want to say. By listening, you can learn. So always be open to learning something. If, there's a person and you're like, oh no, not another one of these, maybe there's something you can learn from that. I did my calculations yesterday and came to the conclusion that it costs $0.00 to compliment someone. That's a really good calculation, camera guy. You're very good at math. Yes, you're very good at math. Well done. Exactly. It doesn't cost you a single thing to be nice. 0. So once again, give honest and sincere appreciation. Give honest and sincere appreciation. Sincere also means real. It means from the heart. Mathology, mathematics. Okay, sure, yes. Give honest and sincere appreciation. Last one. Arouse in the other person an eager want. Don't ask me that, Chinese friends. I'm your English teacher. Nothing else. Be respectful, okay? Respect, 中文的朋友. Arouse in the other person an eager want. That is what I try to do with you guys all the time. I'm trying to arouse this feeling of, I really want to learn English. This guy is awesome. I really enjoy the community. I want to be here every day to improve my English. I really want to be here every day to do that. It's up to you, right? I am 29 years old. Nice to meet you. Those are the lessons from the first 3 chapters. I will give you the summary. I will make a picture of the quotes and send it in our community. Telegram, Discord, WhatsApp, all for free available.